Alright guys, so moving on to our next story. I don't know much about Machinima. I know that I should. I know that I probably sound like a heathen for saying that, Machinima being something that is so ingrained in YouTube. However, I want to mention that back when I was younger, I think the only stuff that I actually watched on YouTube was anime. So I'm not saying that I despise Machinima. I'm just saying that I never really delved into their content. I've heard about them, obviously. Who hasn't heard about Machinima if you're on YouTube, but and especially gaming YouTube, but I've never actually watched, I don't think I've ever watched any of their videos. And again, I know that sounds blasphemous, but just because I haven't watched their videos doesn't mean that I'm happy with what I'm about to tell you guys. So, for some reason, the entire Machinima YouTube channel has been set to private. So, and again, private, not unlisted, so all of their videos have technically not been deleted, but they've basically been deleted. I don't know if anyone can take those videos from YouTube if they're private. I don't know if Machinima, I don't know what's going on with that. Or like Machinima has like anti-measures against that. I don't think they would. Maybe they talk to YouTube. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that all those videos are set to private, and people who used to work with Machinima are like, which I know that they're former employees, yes, but they're like, wow, this is shitty. Like, this just came out of nowhere. Ricky for the win says, wow, they finally went ahead and deleted everything we'd ever done. 7+ years of work, lost to the sands of time. And of course is the hashtag rest in peace Machinima, RIP Machinima. And he says, and of course he promotes his new channel as well, Internet Today TV. And then there's some other people as well talking about the fact that Otter Media, which Otter Media also owns Crunchyroll, I believe they either own or are owned by AT&T. I forget which. But Otter Media recently just went and deleted Machinima, Happy Hour, Respawn, Realm, Prime, Inside Gaming, etc. everything. And this is said by Jeremy Azevedo, who is a former creator and employee of Machinima. And because he was tweeting about this, saying like, "Wow, this is great." Like, yeah, like everyone's. It's not even like people are sad, of course, but I think there's also this general frustration due to the fact that looking at, especially for me, looking at, I want to see their sub count to this day. Looking at their sub count, it's 12.3 million subscribers. Now, yes, I don't know their numbers, because even if we see how many people are watching their videos even to this day, we don't know their retention rate, so we don't know how ads are doing. We don't know if maybe due to some content that might be not so advertiser friendly nowadays, that they were making very little money on older videos, if any at all. So I don't know about any of that. What I do know is, at 12.3 million subscribers, it is crazy how to a large corporation, they look at that and probably think, drop in the bucket, who cares? But to a YouTuber, like, I just feel like they could have been making money on the side. Even if they fired everyone on their YouTube team, they didn't make any new content for the channel, but they just left it up as an archive channel and just had a skeleton crew, like one person. Literally one person, just making sure if there's like a problem with ad revenue or something on an older video, they would talk to YouTube and be like, what are you doing? Right? What are you doing? Making sure that, copyright claims, granted, Machinima is so large, you would probably need more than one person. To be fair. But still, you hire maybe like 5-10 people just to like work on certain videos, sections of the channel, and make sure that this is still getting you money. I just feel as if, look, again, I don't know if people are going back to watch their older content. I don't know if, even though there is an outcry of support for Machinima, I don't know if these people have been, currently watching Machinima, if they've been watching their older stuff recently. I'm not saying that there's a problem if they, they can't say that they don't love Machinima. I'm not saying that. But if they haven't been giving them money, then I understand why Machinima might be like, yeah, let's pull out of this, because, again, we're not getting enough cash to support the team that we're hiring to have content on this channel. It's just frustrating because when you look at that many subscribers, even if 1/3, actually even if 1/4 of that subscriber base were watching, that's still money. I know drop in the bucket money, but it's really frustrating that like Ricky for the win rather said, it's just frustrating that 7 years of work just gone. Especially, I mean, I hope that he downloaded those videos himself if he doesn't have backups, if he wasn't allowed to have backups. I hope he downloaded those, because that's a resume right there. That's a walking resume. I mean, it is sad to to be in the entertainment industry and you have your resume, of course, like any other industry. Not every industry is filmed, obviously. Not every job is filmed, but just to have that resume right there, just that living, breathing resume, like, hey, this is what I've done. You could see it here. Having that be erased. And having all of his work be erased, not even just from a consumer perspective of us wanting to enjoy that stuff, but the people that worked on it, just having it seem like all of that work is just gone in a flash. It's really frustrating. So I want to talk about, let's see here. Oh, I want to talk about Otter Media because they sent Kotaku an actual statement about this, and they said, we are focused on creating new content with the Machinima team, which will be distributed on new channels to be announced in the coming months. In the meantime, the Machinima network of creator channels continues to showcase the talents of the network. As part of this focus on new content, we have pivoted from distributing content on a handful of legacy-operated channels. Again, look, I'm not... it's just... it's frustrating because, look, I understand that DVDs go out of print. I totally get that. And I'd understand if YouTube, this was like a YouTube thing. Like YouTube, I don't know what they're calling YouTube right now. YouTube Plus? I forgot what they were calling it. But the YouTube subscription service. If YouTube says, hey, we have to get rid of Cobra Kai, I think that's a bit different because YouTube has no obligation, just like Machinima, to be fair, has no obligation to keep these videos up. My thing is, it is not costing Machinima any money to keep these videos up. If they want to fire everyone other than one person, and that one person, by the way, doesn't even handle claims on advertisement, that one person would just be sitting there making sure that the channel doesn't explode for some reason overnight. I don't understand why that one salaried employee would be the end of the world for Machinima. I don't understand why this channel, this legacy channel, can't just be Otter Media, rather. I don't understand why this one legacy channel has to be, and others, have to be all privatized when the content is still there. Like, just delete the channel. Talk to YouTube and tell them to delete it, which is frustrating because I feel as if maybe in some weird way this is a publicity stunt. Maybe, in a few months they'll come back, they'll rename the channel, they'll rebrand it or something. That's another thing too, I think. Why would you not use 1.2 million subscribers? I know that, Otter Media, they, I'm sure they have other channels, to be fair. Like, they're not, like, making one from scratch. But, I consider that a big following for what we have, for the following that we have. I consider 1.2 million a big following. So, it's super frustrating that they are that they've done this and that this is their reply. The reply is, well, we're going to be focusing more on newer channels. Okay, then don't release any more content exclusively to this YouTube channel, this Machinima channel. That's fine. But the content that exists, I think, should be able to be watched by everyone at no cost to both the consumer and even to the person distributing it. This is not like, asking Warner Brothers, why aren't you putting this out on DVD? Well, DVDs cost money to make. Even lower print, even high print runs, low print runs, whatever the kind of print run, it's still money, even if you want to say but it's only, pennies or something like that. Yeah, but you still have to have a warehouse to have all that stuff. But this isn't pushing physical products, physical merch. There's a reason why while we sell shirts like this on our TeePublic, we don't sell shirts like this from my house anymore. Why do we not sell shirts like that? Because the overhead is way too high. It's a physical product. Also, of course, our size, but our size as a channel, as content creators. But still, even if we had a larger size, we could look at something like like physical merch like this and be like, ooh, is that a bit too much to put out there? But this isn't physical merch. This is digital media. It's already out there. They're not paying YouTube like you would Amazon Prime. If this was on Amazon Prime Video, I'd actually get why they would take them down. It would suck, but I get it. But this isn't that at all. So it's very frustrating. And even though, like I mentioned earlier, I don't have any experience really being a fan watching Machinima stuff, I want to hear what you guys have to say. So if you really do enjoy Machinima, please talk down below. Recommend me some stuff. Even though I can't really see it now, still recommend me some stuff. Maybe it'll come back up in the future or get re-released in the future. I would love to hear what you guys have to say because now I feel bad. Now I feel like I'm like, was it me? Is it my fault? But no, I want to hear what you guys have to say about Machinima, both past, present, and future. And politely tell me what you think about Otter Media. Tell me how you feel about Otter Media and what they did in this situation. So yeah, would really love to hear what you guys have to say down below.